Hello and welcome to the 8th event of Quack's Marble Clash. After this event we will be halfway there, but the King Crabs already guaranteed they will hold the point lead into the second half because of their absolutely massive point total, 122, after getting 5 medals in the first 6 events. Of course, they weren't quite so great in the last one. See if they could do better here in the Slalom, which will be a bracket tournament style. There you can see that bracket seeded by the standings, and it's pretty simple. They run down this slalom track, and it's ranked by the 4th marble, not the 3rd, which means that you have to get all 4 of your marbles across first. As the example team, the Seashells, goes now. And they don't look too bad. They get a little spaced out. You want to keep all your members pretty tight as we have the first match. The Positrons look like they're a bit behind at first, but now they're closing in, and they will actually take a pretty solid lead here. The Positrons will win the first match, surprisingly. The King Crabs will get eliminated round 1. Not what most people were expecting, but the Positrons will get a top half finish here. Now we head into the second match. The Loaves of Bread looking like they're a bit ahead, but the Purple Flames are very close. It's going to be tight between these two teams that are close to the center of the standings, and Loaves of Bread will just barely edge them out. Just by a tenth of a second. So we head to the next two stinging teams, the Stingrays and the Honeybees, but the Stingrays are out ahead, and looks like their 4th member almost beat the Honeybees' 3rd. That was not a difficult win at all. That's 5.18, definitely enough to defeat the 5.47 from the Honeybees. Next up, Stone Golems and the Terror Titans, both very rocky teams, and the Terror Titans doing much better, despite being the team seated much lower in the standings. And just going to show that sometimes it's not always about where the standings say. These teams are still very talented. Next up, we have the Checkmates in Ivy League. Ivy League currently 3rd in the standings, trying to track down the King Crabs, and that looked like a pretty excellent run there. They definitely defeat the Checkmates. Not even close there. A 4.96, the first sub 5-second run we've seen. Next up, we have the Chili Peppers and Snapping Turtles. See what they can do. The Chili Peppers absolutely dominating. The Snapping Turtles were never in the question there. The Chili Peppers just rocketing through the turns there in a 4.92. Another sub 5-second run, even better than the Ivy League. Next is the next run now. Rhapsody Blue and the Wavebreakers. Two blue teams, and the Wavebreakers are out ahead. The home fans are happy about that, and they will take a pretty solid win. Rhapsody Blue caught up a bit at the end, but it won't be enough. The Wavebreakers will take the win with a 5.26. Pretty solid time there. Now for the final match of round 1, Red Rockets and Slush Rush. Red Rockets, what happened there? They're off to a terrible start. That already doomed them. The Slush Rush easily get the win here. The Red Rockets almost would have been better off just waiting and then getting to do a restart there. Instead, they'll come away with a 6.18, which I'd have to imagine will not be good. Looking at the bracket, some surprising advancers like the Positrons, Slush Rush, too, that are in the bottom of the standings, but look at that. The King Crabs, Red Rockets, Stone Golems, all very high in the standings and all will be in the bottom 3. The Ivy League have a big opportunity here, sitting high in the standings to rise even higher as we head into the second round. And the Positrons looking to get another victory in the second round. It is very tight. I have no clue who won that. The Loaves of Bread were very close, and Positrons caught up right at the end, and they will do it. Positrons making their moves and showing they have what it takes. Despite being last in the standings, they're going to the top 4 at the very least. The Stingrays and Terror Titans now, two very big contrasting teams in terms of their place in the standings and how they've been performing so far. And looks like the Terror Titans held on there. The Stingrays tried to do a similar move as the Positrons did in the last match, but it won't quite pay off. Now, we have these two teams. Both had sub 5-second runs, and they're both looking very fast here. The Chili Peppers faster, though, just as they were in round 1. The Ivy League weren't quite able to do it, even though they looked fast, too. 4.77, that is an absolutely historic run there. Now, the Wavebreakers and the Slush Rush, two forms of water, I suppose, but Slush Rush will be much faster there. All 4 of theirs across before even the first Wavebreaker gets there, and Slush Rush will be heading to the semifinals. The Wavebreakers cannot say the same. They will not be getting another medal, unfortunately for the home fans. But now we see the semifinals. All these teams guaranteed at least 4th place. And now for the first semifinal, the Positrons still haven't gotten a medal. They're looking to get one here. And if not going to happen. The Terror Titans will come away with that victory. Their first marble was well ahead, but those 3 stayed tight. at 5.13. Not too bad a run. And now the Chili Peppers and Slush Rush, two very fast teams, but the Chili Peppers have been even faster, and they're showing it here very quick through those turns. Just unstoppable so far. Slush Rush will have to settle for a bronze at best. As now we know the final and the third place match. Of course, there will be a third place match to determine the bronze, and that'll be between the Positrons and the Slush Rush. So let's see. Both of these teams desperately need a medal, 15th and 16th in the standings respectively, but the Slush Rush will be a bit faster, and they will get the medal. Positrons will have to wait before they can finally stand on the podium, but a 5.03, absolutely blazing time from the Slush Rush, incredibly quick. And now for the final, Chili Peppers, unsurprisingly, just dominating all the way through this event, and they will get their gold here. Team that's been struggling so far, but that'll do it. A 4.82, another sub 5 second run. If I'm not mistaken, they were below 5 seconds for the entire run, and they will do it. Above the Terror Titans, we'll have to get silver. Still at a very respectable performance, and the Slush Rush will come away with the bronze. There you can see another medal for the Terror Titans. That's their second silver this season. But look at the Chili Peppers. 4 runs in a row, all below 5 seconds. And the Slush Rush and Ivy League are the only other teams who can say they even had 1 run below that time. But standings, the King Crabs still hold the lead. The Ivy League in second now. Still without a gold, though, but we'll see how the standings progress as we head into the second half. Several teams, including the home team, the Wave Breakers, making some good moves in the top half of the standings, but it's all still to play for as we head into the next event, rafting. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching.